Morning, it's a sunny start for some eastern areas today, but the cloud will build through the day ahead of a weather front coming in from the west, which is bringing in some rain. The wind's also going to strengthen later in the west and the south. I'll have all the details later on in the programme.
What's going on with that picture there? I've just seen Blackpool. It was lovely, windy, but it was sunny.
That's right. That's what it's like in Blackpool at the moment, but it's not like that everywhere. What's happening is some of us, like Blackpool, are starting off on a sunny note, but others in the west have got a bit more cloud around, and we've also got some rain pushing in from the southwest. Now, this rain isn't going to be particularly heavy. So you can see around Blackpool, around central and eastern parts of southeastern England, we're starting with some sunshine, as we are across the far north of Scotland. But the cloud will build in from the west through the course of the day as this weather front comes in, bringing some light rain with it. Temperature-wise, today we're looking at about 12 to 21 degrees north to south. And the other thing that's going to happen later is the wind is going to strengthen out towards the west and also the English Channel coastline. Now, pollen levels across the southeast today are going to be high or very high. And as we go through the evening and overnight, well, you can see that our cloud pushes across the country. Our weather front moves northwards, taking its rain with it. There'll be some showers left behind and murky conditions in the south. Coming from this cloud, we could also see some drizzle. Temperature-wise, though, we're looking at about 10 to 14 degrees overnight, and the wind is going to continue to strengthen, particularly so across the far northwest. So tomorrow, we've got the dregs of the front, which could well clear, but it might well come back in towards parts of Kent, for example, and also Sussex. But for many, it's going to be a dry day. It's going to be a blustery day as well. There'll be some showers, some of those merging in the northwest. So they could be heavy at times with some thunder thrown in, and still windy conditions across the northwest. But the strongest winds will be across the Outer Hebrides. Naga and Charlie.
Thank you, Carol.
The days are as well. When I'm coming into work now, it's daylight more or less. So lots of pluses, as Charlie said. And there's quite a bit of sunshine around for some of us this morning too. Lincolnshire, look at this blue sky sent in from one of our weather watchers. But for others, there's a fair bit of cloud. We've got quite a bit of cloud in Scotland coming in across the southwest. This is an old weather front producing the odd spot of rain across the central lowlands. And you won't have failed but to notice the next batch of rain coming in from the southwest. Excuse me. Now, some of that will be heavy across southwest England, Wales and Northern Ireland, and it will continue to push northwards and eastwards through the day, throwing more cloud ahead of it as it does so. So the sunshine tending to diminish in eastern areas through the day. Breeze is going to pick up, though, in the west and also through the English Channel, and our top temperature today will be around about 21 or 22 degrees. Pollen levels, though, across eastern and southeastern parts of England are high or very high. And in the next few days, generally across England and Wales, they're going to be high or very high, but remaining low or moderate across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Now, heading on through the evening and overnight period, here's our weather front pushing northwards and eastwards. Not much rain left in it. Murky conditions, though, some coastal and also some hill mist and fog around. Some clear skies, a few showers, and the wind continuing to strengthen. Start tomorrow with the dregs of that weather front in the southeast, still with murky conditions. It clears, but it might come back in to Kent and Sussex later on. There'll be a lot of dry weather, but showers developing through the day, and heavy and more frequent across Northern Ireland and also western Scotland, where you could also hear the odd rumble of thunder. Now, it's going to be a blustery day tomorrow, but the strongest winds will be across the far northwest. And temperatures, if you're in the sunshine, well, we could hit 23 or 24, say Lincolnshire or indeed East Anglia, so that will feel quite pleasantly warm. Then as we move on into Saturday, well, still strong winds, gusty winds across Northern Ireland and also Western Scotland in particular. Here too we'll see frequent showers, some merging to give some longer spells of rain, again with some thunder and lightning. But push further south, although there could be one or two showers, it's going to be drier and still temperatures up to 22, possibly 23. Now getting Charlie.
Carol, thanks very much.
Sunny start for some central and eastern areas, but the cloud will build here through the course of the day ahead of a weather front coming into the west, bringing in some rain, and the wind's going to freshen across the west and the south. I'll have all the details later on in the programme. As for some of us, we're starting off like this with lovely blue skies, as you can see in Lincolnshire, but for others, it's murky. We've got low cloud, we've got drizzle, hill and coastal mist and fog as well, as you can see in Argyll and Bute. A lot of us will see some sunshine first thing, but the clouds going to build through the day as this weather front in the southwest starts to push in. Now, in its leading edge, we could see some heavier rain in the southwest, also across parts of Wales and Northern Ireland. And ahead of it, the cloud will continue to build, but we'll hang on to some sunshine for a fair part of the day in the east. For northeast England, parts of southern and central Scotland, we've got yesterday's front, and that still is producing a fair bit of cloud, as we saw in Arrochar, and it's also got the odd spot of rain in it, but that will tend to fizzle through the day as our other front continues to advance steadily northwards and eastwards. So we hang on to the sunshine for the longest, further east that you are. The wind's also going to strengthen through the Irish Sea and also the English Channel, with top temperatures today 19 or 20 degrees. Now here's our weather front moving northwards and eastwards, taking its cloud and the rain that's left on it with it. But quite murky around this as well, particularly so in the southeast. But there'll be some clear skies. It's not going to be a cold night, and the wind will be continuing to strengthen across the northwest. So tomorrow we've got the dregs of that weather front with the cloud and drizzle in the southeast. That clears, but it might come back in later to Kent and Sussex. A lot of dry weather, but some showers in Scotland and Northern Ireland, merging with some thunder and lightning. Once again, windy conditions, not just in Western Scotland, but also in Northern Ireland. So very changeable in the next few days. Nugget and Charlie.
Yeah, OK.
We're talking about you,
I'm talking about you, not to you. You wait your turn. Now's a good time, Cal.
Thank you, Naga, and thank you, Mike. Big love right back. Good morning, everybody. It is quite a misty start for some of us. It's a murky one as well. We've got some rain pushing in from the southwest, moving northeastwards, but not everywhere seeing this. Some of us are starting off on a sunny note. We've got weather fronts coming in from the west today, all connected to this area of low pressure, which is drifting northeastwards, and you can see from the isobars on it, it's going to be windy for the next few days. The wind not easing in the northwest until Sunday. Now, we also have all this cloud across Scotland and parts of northern England, producing some spots of rain. That's yesterday's weather front. Today's weather front coming in from the southwest, bringing in some rain. Could be heavy in the southwest, Wales and Northern Ireland on its leading edge, but generally it's going to be light as it pushes northeastwards, and ahead of it, the cloud will continue to build. So the brightest skies will be the further east that you are. The wind picking up too today across the Irish Sea and also the English Channel, with temperatures ranging from 12 to about 22 degrees. Pollen levels today worth noting. If you're in eastern or southeastern England, they're high or very high. And in the next few days across England and Wales, they're going to be high or very high across the board. Scotland and Northern Ireland, you'll hang to low or moderate levels of pollen. Now, through this evening and overnight, here is our weather front moving northwards and eastwards. There's a lot of cloud, murk, hill and mist and coastal fog associated with that. And that will be lingering in the southeast by the time we get to the morning. North of that, some clear skies, not a cold night, but the wind continuing to strengthen across the far northwest of Scotland. Now, tomorrow the wind will be very gusty, touching gale force at times across the far northwest, but tomorrow it's going to be a blustery day wherever you are. The dregs of our weather front move away, but it might just come back later in the day and clip parts of Kent and Sussex, bringing in more cloud. Temperatures 15 to about 23 degrees. Possibly 24 in Lincolnshire and also East Anglia, depending on how much cloud cover there is. Then on Saturday, it still is going to be windy across Northern Ireland and also Western Scotland. Here too, we'll have some showers merging to give some longer spells of rain. Some of those will be thundery as well. But as we come further south, we've got a ridge of high pressure trying to build in. So that's going to settle things down. Now, having said that, we could still catch the odd shower, but temperatures 14 to about 22 degrees. And then as we move on into Sunday, eventually that area of low pressure moves away. High pressure tries to build in a bit more, and we've got weather fronts trying to topple around the top of it. So that means on Sunday, for many of us, it will be dry, but in the far north of the country, it's not going to be as windy, but we might just see some spots of rain now and again. Now, getting Charlie.
Different all over.